Time, visual suggestion, audio of voice over 0 o'clock to 0:45. The hook, slow motion waves crashing against jagged rocks. Fade into the dark, brooding portrait of Aaron Burr, narrator deep epic. In the early days of the American Republic, one name sparked fear and fascination. Aaron Burr, a man who nearly became president but ended up a killer in a duel. Yet, his greatest tragedy wasn't the death of Alexander Hamilton. It was the vanishing of his heart. 0:45 to 1:15, branding, cinematic gold dust forming the logo, Empire of History. Narrator, welcome to Empire of History. Today, we investigate the cold case that defined a generation. The day the Atlantic swallowed a legend. 1:15 to 2:30, the setting, animated maps of the 13 colonies. Footage of early American cities Charleston and New York. Narrator, 1812. America is at war with Great Britain for the second time. The coast is a death trap. In South Carolina, Theodosia Burr Alston, daughter of Aaron and wife of the governor, is preparing to sail. She is the most educated woman in the young empire, but she is broken by grief. 2:30 to 3:15, Theodosia's voice, soft candlelight. A silhouette of a woman writing with a quill. Theodosia, soft, melancholy. My son is in the ground. My husband is at war. My father is all I have left. I must go to New York. I must see him, or I fear my spirit will break before my body does. 3:15 to 4:30, the political stakes, images of the Burr-Hamilton duel. Portraits of political enemies. Narrator, to her father's enemies, Theodosia was the princess of a traitor. To her father, she was his only redemption. Because of the war, she boarded a small, fast pilot boat called the Patriot. It carried no cannons, only a letter of safe passage from the British Navy. 4:30 to 5:45, the final voyage, shot of a schooner sailing into a sunset that slowly turns into a dark storm. Narrator, New Year's Eve, 1812. The Patriot clears the harbor. The crew is experienced. The ship is light. But they are sailing straight into the graveyard of the Atlantic, Cape Hatteras, a place where the warm Gulf Stream meets the freezing Arctic winds. 5:45 to 7 o'clock, the storm SFX, sound of howling wind and snapping wood. Screen goes dark with flashes of lightning, captain of the Patriot shouting, heave away. The gale is turning, we're being driven toward the shoals. God save us, she's taking on water. 7 o'clock to 8:15, the mystery, fast forward 20 years, a dark, dusty tavern setting. Narrator, years later, the rumors began. Some said the British captured her. Others whispered of bankers' land pirates who used lanterns to lure ships into the rocks to scavenge the wrecks. Then came the deathbed confession. 8:15 to 9:30, the pirate's voice. Close-up of a gnarled, scarred hand clutching a coin. The pirate gravelly, raspy. We boarded M after the storm passed. The men fought ... we ended them, but the lady in the white dress. She walked to the plank like she was stepping into a carriage. She didn't beg, she just looked at the C ... and stepped. 9:30 to 10:45, the evidence, the Nags Head portrait shown in high detail. Narrator, 1869, a doctor finds a portrait in a fisherman's shack in North Carolina. The fisherman's wife claims they found an empty ship, no blood, no crew, just a cabin full of silk and this painting. It is the face of Theodosia Burr. To this day, the painting hangs as a ghost of what might have been. 10:45 end, outrow. The Empire of History logo appears over a modern New York skyline. Narrator, history isn't just what happened, it's what we remember. Was she a victim of the sea or the cruelty of men? Let us know your theory in the comments. Subscribe for more lost chapters of the American story.